You're listening to Feedback Era, Brisbane's horniest podcast. They shouldn't go up to the red line, right? That means that it's peaking.
Oh, like the duck?
Yeah, no, not like a fucking duck. Like as in fucking sound.
Oh, right.
You go and learn today, motherfucker.
This is really... See, I edit this podcast, and it's really interesting.
Yeah, I can tell you edit the fucking podcast.
Feedback Era.
Hey, have we started this yet? Or are we just...
it's recording.
Yeah,
but
I know that.
Okay, should we start it now? Do you want to do the start bit?
Yeah, Feedback Era, brought to you by...
Oh, I can't remember now.
What the fuck's the point of this?
No, let's just do that.
This episode brought to you by Dementia, because...
I have a sponsor.
Yeah, hit it.
Okay. Brought to you by Dildos. They're hard to use. Because they're hard.
Go fuck yourself. With a dildo.
I got a new collar the other day. It's like
of course
pink,
you fucking did. Of course you fucking did.
It's pink and gold, and it matches my lead. It's so cute.
Oh,
Aww,
God, this is so on brand
she
for
had
you.
a very cute black and rose gold one on the other day.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorites. It matches everything I wear.
Jesus Christ. Why are you facilitating this?
I like it. I'm into it.
I like the defense. I like it.
Jemma's my friend. I support what she wants to do.
You defend what she's into the same way I defend the new Star Wars movie. I just like it, okay?
Doesn't mean it's
just
good.
let people enjoy things.
Yeah, exactly.
We have with us today Josh. Wrestling.
Yeah. Josh Wesling, despite the constant slander I receive on this podcast
He's
on
got
a
to defend himself,
week-to-week
finally.
basis.
He's only here to ruin the podcast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've just spent the last... How long have we been doing this for? What, like 10 minutes? I've just spent the last 10 minutes
roasting
you.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
Yeah, I know.
I like it. You know,
fuck.
It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, this is the humiliation thing coming up again.
You're just going to keep saying stuff. I'll be like, I'm also drinking a lovely coffee, though. So
yeah, how is the coffee?
It's actually really nice. We went to Lady Marmalade.
Listen to Elvis.
You're in a band.
Yeah, I'm in a band,
What's the band called again?
It's called Joy in Motion.
You did a very cool festival recently.
Yeah, we did a Good Things Festival, and that basically means I'm better than both of you.
Oh, we knew that.
Yeah.
I invited you on here to plug shit, and then plug shit, hopefully.
Yeah,
later.
Jesus. I have a girlfriend.
What did you think all the
You had to ask for her permission first.
That's why she wanted me to bring the camera.
Yes.
Oh.
That makes more sense.
Oh.
You're like, I thought we were going to finally film
I thought
the
it was for the visual elements of the podcast.
No.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's one thing I got to get into with you two. Holy shit, stop forgetting that this is an audio fucking medium. Yeah, I'm starting this right now. How often are you forgetting that it's an audio medium, you dumb bitches?
Every time we record.
It's you in particular, Gemma. You in particular.
I know. Well, I started recording, my hand motions. Is that not helpful?
No, that doesn't help. It doesn't help at all.
I keep forgetting to post them, too.
Yeah. By the way, other thing on you, right here, on the most recent episode, I'm not sure, if this will be the most recent episode from when this comes out, but when you're describing that story of your fucking partner chatting up a chick in a bottle-o and then bringing her back, how are you so dense?
I know. Look, in the moment, you gotta remember,
No, shut the fuck up. You realize that in the world of group sex, single bisexual women who are willing to be a third in your threesome are literally called unicorns.
Trust me, I
They're
know that now.
literally called unicorns.
We've only had one. Okay, we've had two.
Yeah, I know.
But we're very lucky. I know, you've told me.
How did you not know?
I just, in my mind, I thought my partner was that good.
No.
I just thought he was that good.
No one's that good.
No, I'm not good. I thought I was that good,
Yeah, but that's because you have a vagina, right?
Your partner should be happy that, you have so much faith in him, though.
I know.
You're, that's nice. That's a nice vote of confidence.
Oh, yeah. I feel like he wasn't offended by the concepts that I believed him to be able to do that.
Yeah, no, that definitely stroked his ego for a while.
He needed that before he got it on with two girls.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's no way he can pull that off in the wild. And if he does, you're allowed to slap me. I don't know, fucking...
If that ever happens, I'm holding you to that, Josh.
Yeah.
I get to slap you. If we encounter a unicorn in the wild, we get said unicorn.
Yeah, but it's got to be in a real casual sort of situation, like in the bolo.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, what is it? How is a bolo not casual?
No, I said it's got to be in a casual situation, like you did in the bolo. It can't be like at like a nightclub or whatever.
There's a handshake happening right now, ladies and gentlemen.
We will have to check with Gemma's partner though to make sure that he did not in fact set that up as well, and she just didn't get it again.
Yes,
I'm not going to take her word for it. She's like, no, she had no idea. She never.
She was like, look. She was in our house. She just wandered in. She had car problems, and she asked for her phone died. She asked for one of our phones, and then she just started getting naked. Oh my god!
You won't believe it. She was having a pillow fight next door with like her other sexy friend. They got locked out of their apartment. They needed a place to shower.
You wouldn't believe it. He ordered a French maid for us to work.
She was stealing from us, so we got her to pay us back in sexual favors, you know.
Oh god!
You won't believe it, guys.
By the way, on you here. I'm not done talking
Josh
shit
is
here.
still going.
I thought we were finished.
No, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
On the episode where you did the speak to me like one of your French girls thing, how the fuck did you not know?
I was thinking of you specifically, but I was like, I know some people who are going to be very angry about that.
Oh my god. Okay, look, here's the thing. You have tattoos and an undercut. The lyrics of Boulevard of Broken Dreams come with that, with the receipt. You should have seen, I was legitimately in my car going, what the fuck are you doing, Jayde?
Your car rides must be so mad. You must get so mad.
Do you know how many cunts have just been shouted in my car?
He cut me off and he's yelling at me for some reason.
I like to think this is what most of our listeners are. Like, they listen every week, but they fucking hate it.
I mean, what do you expect when we bully almost everyone that comes in contact with the podcast?
Oh, also, last one. This is the one that really ticked me off. I think it was episode 3 when you're talking about sending nudes to your friends. How did you forget all 3 scenarios within a minute? How did you get all 3 scenarios? I've listened to that episode once. I remember all 3 in a row.
We don't write them down.
You don't need to. You heard them a minute earlier.
I thought you were going to be mad, like, where are my nudes? You know?
He's mad at our admin.
I know.
What? I don't need your nudes. I've got a girlfriend. I don't need them anymore.
Actually, that's completely true. Yeah. No.
Look, I'm so smooth when it comes to getting nudes from her. I will literally just open up my messenger and just go, send tits, please.
She's a good girl. Keep her.
That's nice.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's brilliant. She's also like way out of my league. And if this sounds like a brag, it's because it is. it's so dope.
Ooh, are you going to bring her to a comedy show?
I have brought her to a couple of comedy shows.
Have I met her? Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't know.
I haven't, and now I feel offended.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, fuck you, Jayde. I specifically don't want you to meet her. She does know a lot about you, though.
Oh, everyone knows a lot about me. That's fine. My parents know too much about me.
Hell, I didn't tell her anything. She's just seen the videos.
She's seen videos too.
No.
Oh, how did they get out? I do have a Kinkstagram, and I constantly
I know
worry.
You do. You keep on
worry
telling
that people. Yeah, you keep telling me.
I don't know the handle to this either.
Yeah, no one knows the handle. No one should know the handle.
There was this one day, back when you first told me about it, I was like, I'm going to go through who you're following, see if I can find it. I found plenty of other kinky profiles.
Myself? Why would I follow myself?
I feel like you mentioned
vain enough to do
what
that?
it was called one time.
I did.
And I was like, I'm going to remember that.
I also took a picture of something in your house and said, that's my handle, and you forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's in your house, by the way.
Oh man, you got to find that thing.
Yeah, I know.
This is like the most frustrating scavenger hunt ever.
You've got to go find that handle.
I know there's nudes on the other end.
Although realistically, I'm pretty sure you had the same relationship with Jemma that I have with my girlfriend, where you could just say to her, "Send me titties, please."
Yeah, we've got it's Jayde, Nick, and I that share a stash. What is it called? We share a convo where we
the gash stash.
The gash stash.
The gash stash.
Yeah.
You, Nick Carr, and Jayde.
Jayde, yeah.
We have a group chat.
What? That's just purely for sending
nudes, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like...
Nudes and puns.
Nudes and puns.
They go very well
I guess
together.
we kind of had that for like a brief moment in our group
did.
chat with Marsho and all that.
I wish that didn't happen. Oh, Marsho just sends things where he's flipping his dick around, and I'm like, I didn't need to see this.
Yeah, that's a pretty wild group chat. It actually just started off as me, Marsho, and Lauren Randall. Then we brought Jemma on. Then we got James Matthews in, and then Francesca got involved. Then Lachlan Keenan. I feel like eventually we're going to get heaps of other people.
This sounds like the worst place on earth.
All it is just
it's great.
debauchery, us talking shit, and nudes at one night.
Nudes and heaps of gym pics from James.
Yeah.
And
James is ripped.
Oh yeah, he's
James
ripped.
has a rig.
Yeah. For an old guy, he's actually fine.
Yeah, you hear that?
I'm sorry.
You hear that? You fucking geriatric cunt.
For an older man,
That's not better. What are you talking about? He's not that old.
Fucking
he's
boomer
not.
cunt.
He's not.
You
I
fucking
just meant in
old
comparison
piece
to
of
the
shit.
people in the
Yeah,
chat.
fuck.
Your girlfriend told you to be a good boy on this pod.
But I'm one of the bad boys.
Is this the watered down version, or do you not like her?
I just no, fuck that. Nah.
You heard it here first. Josh hates his girlfriend.
No, I love her very much,
And
but
all
she knows
women.
what. Here's the
all
thing.
women.
Here's the thing about my that's
And
it.
he's in love with James Matthews,
this
an
is-
old man.
This is my new character, misogynistic Wes. I'm just, so fucking women. My wife, right?
The trouble with bitches.
Yeah.
The only reason it's
That
so
bitches
humorous
be tripping.
is because I can see it coming out of Josh's face, so it's like, it's just completely
Yeah.
broken down. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, anything he says, it's just kind of like, oh, Josh thinks he's a misogynist. That's cute.
But no, here's the thing about my girlfriend. She knows what I'm like, because no matter what I'm doing, if I think of something that I think is funny enough to do, I'll do it no matter what she thinks. Like,
You have to, I think.
I'm being very candid here. The other night we were having sex, right? And she was getting close, and what I thought would be funny would be to just stop and just go get a glass of water.
That's such a Jade move. She makes jokes during sex.
Yeah, but, like, my orgasm's never affected by that. I just fought the biggest urge to reach over and strangle you. Like, you don't do that to a woman.
He's
Do
actually
you
a
know
bad
how
guy.
hard it takes to get there?
I do. That's why it's funny.
This is an intervention. This is great. Oh, do you want to do talk like one of your French girls?
All right, hit me.
Can you pick a song? Oh wait, do you want to do the French girls? Like the French voice?
Can I do?
Or do you want us?
Baguette. I don't know how to
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
pretty good.
You hit me. You hit me
Did
with
a
one.
French person just walk in?
I'll do.
A gazebo's French? Because we're sitting in a
I'm
gazebo.
gonna look up some lyrics to a
sounds
song.
good.
See if I remember.
Alright, we'll look one up.
See if any of you remember. Okay. I'm gonna pick one that you of all people should fucking know if you don't know it.
I'm not going to.
Can we pick obvious ones? Because I'm a pop baby.
It's a new day, but it all feels old. It's a good life, that's what I'm told. But everything, it all just feels the same. At my high school, it felt more to me like a jail cell.
It's Good Charlotte.
You've got that much. A penitentiary.
Something
My time
the
spent.
anthem?
You got it. You nailed it.
Yeah,
okay.
I knew that.
Yeah,
that was
you
good.
nailed it.
That was a good accent.
Yeah,
was
no,
actually-
it really fucking wasn't.
We'll listen back to it. It will be terrible.
all I know how to say in a French accent is "Wah-ha-ha."
Croissant.
Yeah, baguette.
Do you have your wallet on you?
I do have my wallet on me.
Can I look at it?
You want to see the picture, don't you?
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
I don't know if we actually we talked about this on the pod. I don't think we put it up
Yeah,
yet.
you haven't put this up
What's
yet.
this?
So when we were saying that when you were like asking like when you first gave the slander that I can't fucking what is it drive
Can
manual?
you confirm or deny that you cannot be in a car
No,
that
I
has
can
a
drive
stick shift?
manual. I can drive manual.
No, he can't. Look,
You can
if
look at this and
You rode a bike.
actually,
the
let
other
me
day.
see. Let's quickly take a look.
So the first thing that I remember I had to say to you was it's Wesling. It's like a Z.
Which we ignored.
Wesley.
Which you ignored, and you said, does he watch wrestling? Yes, I do, and my name is not El Fuckboydio. It's El Cuckboydio.
Always forget
and
that.
then here's the shameful. It's not that I can't drive stick; it's that
Oh, God.
That is me at 18 years old.
Josh's hands to take a picture.
The original agreement was that we had to get more Instagram followers before we could show this photo. But I figured this would be easier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll cop this.
And it's got like
Put
this.
that on the Instagram.
It's got this.
That's cute. We'll do a little side by side for you.
What does the giant M with the cross through it mean? Does that mean that you can't drive
I haven't
manual?
seen one of those before.
I've never seen that before.
It's really front and center on the license.
No, it's just that I used to be a mad cunt, and then
that actually checks out.
Yeah. Norris, which is a salon supply sort of shop. This is where I buy all my barbering gear and stuff, you know. What else have I got?
Josh is a barber of some sort, I believe.
I cut hair.
He barbs.
How many different kinds of barbers are there? Is a sheep shearer technically a barber?
They're a barber. They're a barber.
Oh, kill yourself. Oh, and here's my Disney World employee card from when I worked there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You have a bit about Disneyland that I didn't make the connection that you actually lived in
Orlando.
LA, yeah.
It was in Orlando on the other side.
Oh, sorry.
But I used to live there, and I used to do a bit on stage now where I talk about how I got high on a roller coaster. But then
everyone gets high on roller coasters.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
You're not the only one, John.
Did you see how excited she was to get that out?
Did you see the run-up that she made?
Her whole body came forward.
I launched at it. It was almost like as excited I was to say ba 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 ba.
Yeah. The actual show I'm doing, I already did this for Bris Funny Fest, but me and Mickey Flykick, we're doing a half hour each. It's called Echo Chamber.
Oh, you're doing Echo Chamber again?
We're doing Echo Chamber
cool,
again. Yeah.
Cool.
Frankly, I kind of wish we weren't. It's been more effort than it's been worth, to be quite honest with you.
Where are you doing it this time?
In the sync room at Sit Down Comedy Club.
Oh, really?
March 6th and March 7th. So, please come along to that.
I like the idea of a show called Echo Chamber being heard twice.
That is so cool.
Fuck. I didn't even think about that. Hey.
Can that be all your marketing from this point on?
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. Fuck
it's
all of you.
It's just going to have a little bit less impact this
You can have that one for free.
Yeah, well,
are you going to do it slightly further away from the audience as well?
It is a little bit further away from where we did it the first time. Well, the first time we did it was at SBC. The next time it's at Sit Down, which is about a kilometre away.
Yeah. This is the most genuine plug we've ever done.
Yeah, and it's also mid-pod.
That's great.
Can we not release this episode till after the fridge?
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, we can't do anything helpful for you, Josh.
I'm also going to be plugging something musical as well, so...
Oh,
what's that?
Well, let's wait till the end. What do you mean?
I want to hear it now.
You'll hear it on February 7th when my band Joy in Motion releases our music video.
That's exciting. What's it like filming a music video?
Okay.
Do you have to dance and stuff?
Okay, so you know how I get roasted a lot in our friendship groups and stuff?
I have noticed that. It's quite bizarre.
Yeah, that happens amongst all my friendship groups.
You're the roasty everywhere.
When I am at band practice, I am getting roasted by my 3 bandmates. The day we did the music video, we had like 15 extras, the camera crew, a couple of guys doing we had like an MMA fighters and stuff like that. Oh, and, wow. So there was like 20 people there, right? Everyone was fucking roasting me.
Oh, God, that's relentless.
Oh, but by 7 p.m. I was just...
done.
Oh man, and people were starting to see it as well.
Aww.
But there was a couple that were still holding out, and honestly, on the last one, all I did was just looked at them and said, "Are you guys fucking done?" That's the most genuine.
You stop.
That's when you stop.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, this is if you
okay, I give you crap a lot about all the
everything.
weird things.
Everything.
Literally everything.
Please stop. No, it's okay. Keep going.
But if you have Jesus.
Jemma doesn't say stop. That's not the
safe word.
No.
So, could you not slam our equipment?
You slam your equipment all the time.
I set you up for that.
Yeah, you did.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you did.
I always watch the music video and try and pinpoint at what point of emotional devastation Josh is at in each
you
time.
see, the thing is, I'm a very good actor.
Oh.
So, so we did, I can't remember what the content of what I was trying to say.
No, this is fine.
Yeah.
This is what our podcast is basically
Oh, that's
about.
another thing I need to talk to you two bitches about. Finish your thoughts. End your thoughts.
Josh, you just did that.
I know I did. I know. But you guys do it every week. You start a thought and then you stop.
Oh, we do. Are you gonna wait? Have you told your story yet?
No, I haven't told my story yet.
Ooh, what story? Campfire story?
Campfire story. Do you want to come to the campfire with us?
All right,
Let's go walk down to the campfire.
How does this work?
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the gazebo.
All right, we're
So
leaving the gazebo.
You can leave me.
Yeah, I'm
then
leaving.
I'm going to.
Is this where the starts showing up in the podcast?
Well, do you want to do the noise so I don't have to put it in?
No, I'm good.
See, you know what I bought this week to keep us entertained on the walk?
Oh, nothing! Is that what you bought?
No, I bought, you know that game that's got the dome and all the dice in it, you can press it and the dice will rattle around?
Yeah, Yahtzee.
Yeah, I bought that.
Yeah.
So we can play the game.
Yeah,
on the walk.
sorry. All I bought was it's a talking parrot, but all it does is racial slurs.
Oh, come on! No,
So have fun finding that. Have fun finding that soundbite. Have fun.
Be a parrot, like, "Rah!" and then a beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. I'll accept it.
Now that we're at the campfire and the parrot is dead,
We can't every time we do this.
I can't walk for that long with a racist parrot. So I've ditched the parrot and the Yahtzee.
It was delicious.
Boggle.
So basically, one night I was trying. I'll wait for the scooter dude to.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Oh, it was a scooter. Cool.
He's going very slow too.
Well, he's an older gentleman. Is that James Matthews?
Hey, you geriatrical fuck! No.
What are you doing in the middle of the forest? I can't buy with a scooter.
But so one night I'm driving home from work, right, and I was listening to a podcast I like, so I took the long way home.
Also,
right?
Yeah. No, not ours.
Yeah, no, it wasn't yours. Well, this was pre-feedback era. This is 2008.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think this might have been pre you two knowing each other.
Don't say that. I don't want to think about those times.
Yeah.
They didn't exist.
They
didn't exist. No. But yeah, so I'm driving home from work. I take the long way home, and this girl runs out onto the street, young girl runs out onto the street, 200 meters ahead of me, and she flags me down, and I stop.
I've seen horror movies.
Yes,
you don't stop.
Yeah. Well, I thought that as well, but I also didn't want to hit her.
Okay.
So that's the other thing. She jumps in my car and she says, "Drive. They've got a gun. They're shooting at me."
Jesus Christ.
So I decide, floor it first, ask questions later, run 2 red lights, get the hell out of my suburb, which I'd just gotten to, which really pissed me off.
Very inconvenient.
Yeah. So we're driving along, and this girl's inconsolable. She's crying. She's saying they had a knife, they had a gun, they were shooting at me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And I say to her, okay, I'm going to take you to the police then. And she says, okay, but you got to take me somewhere on the north side. I can't be on the south side. I'm like, oh fuck. More than anything, I was annoyed by the inconvenience, but also I was driving, I was sitting right down in my seat. I'm doing a U right now, Jemma,
Oh,
where I'm
where I'm kind of.
Yeah,
because bullets.
Was this pre-Ubers?
No. This was Ubers were well and truly in effect. Anyway, so I'm driving along with this screaming girl in the back, which is not a good look when you're driving.
And you're ducking,
and I'm ducking.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. The man was shooting at me. Well, this was pre-mustache. This is pre-stash Wes. And she says we can't be on the north, we can't be on the south side. And then she says my God, my family has to move countries. We've got to get out of here. I've got no idea what she's on about. I'm so confused as to what's going on. And then throughout the conversation, she sort of reveals that she's 14, and that's my first I'm like, one, this looks bad now because I'm kidnapping a 14-year-old. 2, how many enemies does a 14-year-old have that requires you and your family to leave the country?
Yeah.
So that's my first thought where I'm just what's going on? And we're driving along, and eventually she asks me, for my phone so she can call her mum. And I'm kind of reluctant to do it, but eventually I do hand her my phone. She calls her mum, and again, she's in hysterics, just saying they were shooting at me, they were like trying to stab me and stuff. She gets quiet long enough that I can hear the mum on the other end of the phone say, "Are you tripping again?"
Oh, no. No, Josh, it's fine because you did actually everything that was right.
Yeah, I know I did everything that was right.
Apart from picking up a high 14-year-old girl and driving in the opposite direction to her home.
Yeah. So anyway.
Apart from that, this is flawless.
Yeah. So anyway, so we end up getting to her house. Her mum's outside. She climbs out of the car. She runs over to mum and goes, "Mum, you gotta get inside," like very loudly. Not to alert anyone with a gun around. But anyway, the mum just very calmly says to her, "Just go inside. Just go inside." Mum comes up to my car window. I wind down the window, and the mum says, "What's your name?" And I say to her, "My name's Jack Marsho." No, I did say my name was Jack. I didn't say Marsho though. But that's essentially the end of the story. The next day, I texted the mum just because I still had the number on the phone, just going, "Hey, this is the dude that drove your daughter home. Is she okay?" And she said, "Yeah, we took her to the hospital. She had a black eye. That's about it."
Oh my gosh.
This is so bizarre. This is probably the only time someone's ever said I accidentally kidnapped a 14-year-old and I believe them.
Yeah. Dude, it was the most
That's insane.
bizarre night of my whole life, and it wouldn't have happened if I just wasn't listening to a fucking good podcast.
Oh, is that the moral of the story?
Yeah, don't listen to good podcasts. Listen to trash like this.
I think the moral of the story is if you see a girl who needs help, don't stop.
Hey, did we leave the campsite? I can't remember.
We never really leave the campsite, do we?
We do.
I mean, because we really should put out that fire, because given the state of the country now.
Look, yeah, okay.
Look, frankly, the fact that we said it, look, we're doxing ourselves right now with this.
Do you want to get
a giant bucket of sloppy water?
I'll source it. I'll source it for the fireys. Yeah, no, I'll
Why not?
help.
Oh, look, here comes a fire truck full of firemen.
Stop! Stop!
And all of them are yelling racial slurs.
Stop! It's all that is just a fire engine noise and beeping. Oh my god.
We're just trying to make this pod as hard to listen to as possible.
Yeah, that's like it wasn't already,
Yeah.
Every time I ask someone now if they still listen to it, they always say it like it's a badge of honor or something. They're like, I do still listen.
Oh,
I'm working through it.
In there. Yeah. It's like being on a challenge.
Yeah.
Look, trust me, it is a challenge to listen to this fucking show.
And we thank you, Josh. We thank you every day.
Yeah, I know you do.
Even though you showed up just to tell us everything that's wrong with it.
Oh, you have no idea how cathartic it is to finally tell you to your faces.
I feel like you're speaking on behalf of a lot of listeners.
I am speaking on behalf of all of the quiet listeners
who've been downtrodden. He is the people's champion, Josh.
Yeah, we are seizing the means of production.
Wrestling.
Fucking monkeys.
He's not going to stop.
Whatever. Failey. Yeah. Yeah, boom. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Did you listen to me on the ABC the other day?
No, I didn't. Why would I support you? Yeah, one of those children over there probably has bubbles.
I feel like we should definitely not be recording this so close to a playground.
We shouldn't. Look at my mustache.
Yeah, you should be anywhere close to any. Oh, can I ask you?
We could record the podcast here. We just can't have.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
You heard it here first. Feedback error. Sexist.
Yeah, you misogynistic. There are two women in my fucking band. You misogynistic and both of them are gay. You homophobic fucks. And one of them's a person of color. You fucking dicks. One of them's a part Aboriginal as well. You pieces of shit. Do you understand how many people you just fucking offended just there?
I can't believe we have to shut down feedback error.
Feedback error cancelled.